Hello viewers, welcome to Ekamiasacademy. Today we are going to discuss about the species that were in news for last 1 year, because UPSC, if you see every year, one or two questions, minimum three questions also, they're asking from related to species. Like last year they have asked about Indian squirrel. Before that they have asked about some specific species. Okay, so they're asking about golden mushroom, whether it is a fish category or bird category. Like that they're asking the category, they're asking the characteristics, and sometimes they're asking the habitat associated with the spaces. In this way, they're framing the questions in a very different way. So, in the last 1 year, what are the spaces that were so much in use? Okay, so we're not going randomly. These are not randomly picked, but because of lot of significance they got, or the prominence they got, that is why we have picked them and we are discussing this in a series. Okay, so I think this may be useful for the coming UPSC prelims as well as state prelims like TSPSC. You have Group 1 and Group 2 prelims. So, like if you have seen APPSC, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission, also in that APPSC Group 2 also they have asked a question related to snow leopard, and APPSC Group 1 also there is a question on species. Like this, every exam is focusing on biodiversity and species related aspects. Okay, so it is very much important to look into these aspects which are so much in use because of variety of reasons. Before we start, one sincere advice from my side is, when you're reading about any species, okay, just Google out the image and just look out the image also of the species, because those things will have long lasting memory on our capacities. Okay, so we can enhance our capacity by storing it for long. That is why try to visualize the species, just not by reading it alone. Okay, so now let's see, these are the species along with some other species are also there. So first one is snow leopard. It is so much important for upcoming prelims. Okay, not only snow leopard, other things also I'll explain. Then Himalayan wolf in 2024 was declared as International Year of Camelids. Okay, so by UN. So this is so much important. Then we'll see what is this music frog. First time we have this music frog, and then we have sea buckthorn, which got GA tagged from one particular Union territory, you can say. So it is having importance. Then we have Great Indian Bustard. This is a critically endangered species, and all time it is in use. Then we have black-necked crane. Then we have golden langur, and then we have bagun lilochitla. You have then Indian gharial we have, then mushroom growing on a frog. This is very unique. Okay, so for the first time we have seen on a frog there is a mushroom attached and growing on a frog. So these type of things can be tested by UPSC. So already they have asked about Gucci mushrooms. No? So like that they can ask. Kaji Nemo, why this is in news? Okay, so one state has declared it as official fruit. Next Nilgiri Tahr we have. Then world's Asia, first time in entire world also we have this Melanistic tiger safari, which is planned in Odisha, in which tiger reserve and all those things will look in this video. Then we'll also look into the aspects of international big cat aliens. This is very much important for upcoming exams. Okay, then let's start the video. Here you can see syllabus mapping. It forms under GS paper 3 environment and biodiversity section. So let's start with the first thing, that is snow leopard. Okay, so you can see the snow leopard. No, the name itself is suggesting it is a snowbound animal. Okay, that means it should be in snowbound areas like Himalayas. That means if you know the geographical spread of Himalayas, no, from western Himalayas to eastern Himalayas, almost in all the states you can find mention of snow leopard. Okay, so we'll look into the other aspects also. What is its IUCN status? What are its conservation efforts? Okay, before that we need to know, because of different reasons the snow leopard is so much in use. Okay, so we'll understand why it is in use. For the first time you need to know, in India, first snow leopard assessment happened, means population assessment happened for the first time in India. That is why it is so much important. Then second thing is, one particular country, Central Asian country, you can say, that is Kyrgyzstan, they have officially designated this snow leopard as their national symbol. Okay, so that is why it is also known. Whenever one country designates it as a specific national symbol or national animal, okay, it will attach lot of importance. Then third reason is, the snow leopard is also in use because of different conservation efforts and also different things. Okay, so we'll understand what is its relation in this aspects and all. Not only this, if you have remembered, Indian government is even, you can say, speeding up like establishment of international big cat alliance also. And you know, in seven cats we have the snow leopard also. So many aspects are currently in use related to snow leopard. We'll look into these details now. So snow leopard, why we are discussing and why it is having a lot of importance in your examination is, because India for the first time conducted a comprehensive survey. Means for the first time we estimated how many snow leopards are there in the country, and we found 718 are there in India. Okay, so you need to remember exact number. They can change the numeric also sometimes. So after 4 year long exercise, because why they have taken so much long, or why they have taken this much time, means these are considered as ghost of the mountain. Okay, so all the otherwise we call them as ghost of the mountain, because of their color. Okay, so they will easily mingle into the snowy areas, and it is very difficult for us to identify whether there is animal in the snow or not. So because of its ghost like appearance, ghost will be white and it will be different, difficult to identify the ghost. No, that in the same way these snow leopards also, it will be very difficult to capture. That is why it have taken long time, and almost in 1971 locations in different states like Ladakh, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Jammu and Kashmir. These are the states where the habitat of snow leopard can be found. So in all these states, they have conducted 4 year long exercise, and they found 718 snow leopards are there in the wild. Okay, wild means you need to know in their own natural habitat. In breeding captivity also we have, that is there in Padmaja Naidu. She is the daughter of Sarojini Naidu. You have a zoological park in Darjeeling of West Bengal. So there they're breeding these snow leopards. Okay, so that is why this is also in news. For the first time we have bred many number of snow leopards, and that is why it is also a record. So because of number of reasons, this snow leopard is in news, very important for UPSC prelims. Then if you estimate, according to the world estimate, we are having around 10 to 15% of the snow leopard population in the country. Of the global population, we have 10 to 15%. So you can see, according to the survey, which union territory have most snow leopards means 477 in Ladakh. Okay, and do remember, Ladakh as well as Himachal Pradesh, they have the snow leopard as their state animal. Very important. They can twist the facts. So snow leopard is a state animal of Ladakh as well as Himachal Pradesh. And do remember, in Ladakh we have Hemis National Park. Okay, so in this Hemis National Park, this is considered as entire snow leopard capital of the world, because of huge presence of snow leopard in this particular area. Okay, capital of the world. So the Hemis National Park is having another importance also, because it is the largest national park in the country because of its area. Okay, this is in Ladakh presently. So these are the important, interesting things which you need to know. Then you have Uttarakhand. Then in Himachal Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, and Jammu and Kashmir. These are the areas from decreasing to the lowest. Okay, so then you can see we also have the snow leopard population assessment survey that was started in 2019, and we have the result published in 2023. Okay, so this involved a collaboration effort between WWF, Worldwide Fund for Nature, and also Conservation Foundation and Wildlife Institute of India, which is based in Dehradun. Like this we have, and the IUCN status of this is vulnerable. And do remember, this is also one of the big cats which are covered under International Big Cat Alliance. Along with this, you need to remember there is Bishkek Declaration also. Bishkek Declaration is associated with conservation of snow leopards. Similar to this Bishkek Declaration, we have Tiger Conservation Declaration also, that is St. Petersburg Declaration, where we wanted to double the number of tigers by 2022. This is same with respect to tiger, but here in terms of snow leopard, we have this Bishkek Declaration. Okay, if you know, answer in the comment section. Bishkek is the capital of which particular country? Okay, answer in the comment section. Then another important thing you need to remember is we also have Global Snow Leopard Conservation Program. Okay, so this GSLEP is also launched with respect to conservation of ecosystems related to the snow leopard. Then we have Himal Samraksha also. Himal Sanraksha. This is community, because the people who are living in these snowy areas, mountainous areas, they need to know the importance of conservation of the snow leopard. That is why this was launched. And interestingly, like Project Tiger, we also have Project Snow Leopard launched by Government of India. So these are the things which you need to know. And I told you already, there is Padmanaja Naidu, this zoological park zoo where we are artificially breeding these snow leopards. Okay, this is in Darjeeling of West Bengal. Do remember these. facts, very important facts with respect to this. Okay, you need to remember. Or sometimes they can even ask snow leopard means you need to remember Hemis National Park of Ladakh is considered as snow leopard capital of the world. They can ask the options and they can ask where the habitat can be found. Okay, and in Himachal Pradesh, Great Himalayan National Park, which is in registered as a natural heritage site under UNESCO, we have no World Heritage Site. That is also a habitat of snow leopard, along with Gangotri National Park in Uttarakhand and Kanchenjunga National Park of Sikkim. These are famous for snow leopard habitat. Okay, so these are the main things which you need to remember from snow leopard context. Then this animal. Okay, so we are going to discuss this is Himalayan wolf. Okay, it is very much important because for the first time IUCN has conducted an assessment about this Himalayan wolf. You know, IUCN category of red list we have, no. So what is this IUCN category of red list? It will measure the population of the animal and it will categorize based on the level of population. Okay, so based on that they'll categorize as critically endangered, vulnerable. Then we have next we have near threatened, least concerned, like this data deficient, sometimes extinct also. That means if there's no more remnant or there is no animal species left, then we call it as extinct. Okay, extinct in the wild we have. So cheetah already got extinct and we reintroduced again, no. So in that context you need to know. And for the first time it happened in case of Himalayan wolf. Here you need to know what is this Himalayan wolf. So as I told you, it is first time assessed by IUCN Red List, and they found almost 2,275 to 3,700 mature things or Himalayan wolf is finding its habitat in Nepal, India as well as Tibetan Plateau. In these three places you can find these many Himalayan wolves. Okay, so here you need to know same conservation status like snow leopard, Schedule 1 species and CITES Appendix 1. So these are the things which you need to know. Then this year 2024 was considered as International Year of Camelids. Okay, camelids is nothing but a subspecies you can call in the camel family. Okay, so in the genus you can say. So who designated it? UNFAO has designated it. Why? Because these people who are pastoralists and all, pastoralists means who move from one place to another place in search of food and all, they are having more dependence on these camelids for their survival. So they are considering these are very important for food security, nutrition, as well as employment and economic growth also. These camelids play an important role. That is why they have designated this year as International Year of Camelids. Very important, and in upcoming TSPSC also they can ask such a question. Okay, do remember. Then answer in the comment section. 2023 is designated as International Year of which particular thing. Okay, answer in the comment section if you know. So then, as I told you, UN has declared this, okay, because of its important role. So you can see here Bactrian camels. Like if you have remembered, previously UPSC already have asked about one particular category of camel, okay. So they have asked what is it uniqueness and all. So with respect to that, you need to know uniqueness in case if there is anything attached. Then they also help us in realizing our sustainable development goals in respect of providing sources for milk. Camel milk is famous, meat, fiber and transportation, and it also helping in food security, nutrition as well as economic growth in almost 90 countries for these pastoralists and the people who move from one place to another place in search of their food and other things. Then we have this music frog. You can see what is this music frog. For the first time we identified such music frog, which is also called as Nidirana Navoding. Okay, this is in Arunachal Pradesh. They can ask these type of questions. Music frog which is recently seen in news, or they can ask this name and it is what type of thing. Okay, so for the first time we identified in this frog also both male and female together they are having this vocal characteristics, means they can have this ability to play some sounds or music. Okay, so and it is named after Navodihing river. If you have remembered, this is a tributary of river Brahmaputra. Okay, Dihang river and all this, do remember these things. Okay, so and it is also for the first time this particular genus is found in India for the first time. Previously it was only spotted in Japan, Taiwan, China, Vietnam, Laos and South Thailand. That means only in Southeast Asia. In East Asia we used to find this, but for the first time we found this. That is why it is very unique, this music frog species. as it was found, but for the very first time. Then what is this sea buckthorn? Okay, so most of the times this type of question can be asked, because see, the name itself is suggesting sea buckthorn, but it doesn't have any mention with respect to sea. They can confuse you here. Okay, it is not having any its presence in the sea or oceanic bases. Okay, so it is found in the state of or union territory of Ladakh itself. Okay, so it is designated and it was given GI tag status from the Union Territory of Ladakh. It got the fourth. It was the fourth product to get the GI tag from the Union Territory of Ladakh, and it is the second fruit to get such a GI tag status from the state of Ladakh. We'll know more things here. So what you need to know is what are the things which got already the GI tag status from Ladakh. Okay, first thing you need to remember is Pashmina wools. You know Pashmina wools, which are very famous. Okay, then we have apricot. One particular variety of apricot also got this GI tag from Ladakh, and then we have Ladakh wood carvings also. Wood carvings. These are the three things which have been awarded GI tag status from Ladakh. Okay, but now it became the fourth one and second fruit, because apricot is a fruit. No, it is second fruit and fourth item to be registered as GI tag product from the Union Territory of Ladakh. Okay, that is why it is famous in news. They can ask this. This is very important. This is highly profitable crop. You can say this is edible, means you can eat this. Okay, and it is found mainly in the Himalayan region, especially in Ladakh cold desert, as well as Spiti Valley in Himachal Pradesh. In these dry areas only you'll find mention, and it is having its ecological, medicinal, and economical benefits. So it is very much important. Then we have this always famous species, that is Great Indian Bustard. So week back also Supreme Court has given some directions, no? So you need to take some measures. Otherwise, this Great Indian Bustard, which is already designated as critically endangered on IUCN Red List, okay, so this may become extinct. That is why Supreme Court is always involving in conservation. That is what you call as judicial activism. Okay, judicial activism. So, in this context, recently also Supreme Court directed the center to come with robust measures to save this critically endangered species. If you have remembered in APPSC Group 1 also, they have asked a question on this particular species, and they have asked to find its natural habitat. In Andhra Pradesh, it is found in Rollapadu Bird Sanctuary. Rollapadu Bird Sanctuary, okay. So, we'll know many things. Here it is endemic. Endemic means it is only found in Indian subcontinent, means only in India and Pakistan you find this Great Indian Bustard. And especially in the state of Rajasthan, we have more population, especially in Desert National Park. If you have seen, already UPSC have framed a question on Desert National Park. Okay. Then Gujarat second, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh also we have, along with Maharashtra, some pockets. Okay, and along with Pakistan also they are there. So, but do remember, Rajasthan has designated this as a state animal of their own. Okay, so and they have also already launched Project Great Indian Bustard. This was launched by Rajasthan government, not by Indian government, because they have this population and it is a state animal of Rajasthan. So state bird of Rajasthan, so not animal. So that is why they have launched this project for conservation, because it is already under critically endangered list. Then these are the things which we are going to see. These are nothing but black-necked cranes. Okay, so these are very important in terms of Buddhism. So Tibetan Buddhists, okay, they believe this as a sacred bird, black-necked crane, and it is also on the critically endangered list only. So we'll find out what happened. So Wildlife Institute of India and Zoological Survey of India are conducting the assessment related to black-necked crane. Okay, so it is native to Asian continent. It is not only found in India, but always do remember these are found in high altitude areas, means in Himalayan areas like Tibetan Plateau. They only will find their mention. Then Schedule 1 species, Appendix 1 of CITES also. Then you can see we have golden langur. This is also in news. Okay, so golden langur already estimated that there are 7,396 golden langurs in India, and it is very important because it is the only living primate there in India. Okay, so it is arboreal, means it which lives on trees. Okay, so this was already asked by UPSC with respect to one species, and do remember they are finding more number of golden langurs in Manas Biosphere Reserve and also in the Western Assam. So Manas Biosphere Reserve, it is important, you need to know, in the state of Assam, and Manas is a tributary of river Brahmaputra. Okay, do remember these things. Then this is also found in northeastern India and southern part of Bhutan, as well as it is also known as golden leaf monkey, also we call because of its golden color. It is endangered on IUCN Red List, and also we have Appendix 1 listed as in CITES. Okay, CITES, it is a convention for international trade on endangered species. It is very important because in 2023 it has celebrated 50 years of its existence. That means it was established in 1973. It was formally signed in 69 only, but it came into force in 1973. Do remember these things. Then it finds its mention in Bhutan, northern Bhutan, Manas River, then Sankosh River, Brahmaputra River. These are the places in which we can see this golden langur in India. Then we have a particular bird species. Okay, so this you can see Bugun lilochia. Okay, this Bagun tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, they have given their own land to the forest department for conserving this particular thing. So these type of things you can quote in even in essay or ethics papers also. Okay, so the tribal related things, and also always some tribes like Vishnu tribes in Rajasthan, they're they're playing an important role in environment and biodiversity conservation. You can add this Bugun tribe of Arunachal Pradesh also, because this is a critically endangered songbird, and this they have given the almost 1400 acres of their land to the forest department for their conservation. So you can see this is critically endangered. That means it can be asked as a question, very important, and only it can be found in Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary in Arunachal Pradesh. If they don't ask this question directly, they can give you Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary is in straightforward question. Okay, already they have asked such questions, no? So these type of things can be asked. Then we have a crocodile species, you can see that is Indian gharial. So first thing you need to remember is in India we have mainly three types of crocodiles. One is saltwater crocodile. Okay, this saltwater crocodile is least concerned because we have abundant in number only, and this saltwater crocodile is normally seen in Bitterkanika mangroves. Bitterkanika mangroves. Okay, and also on the coast we have these things. Okay, it is saline, salt water itself is suggesting you. Then we have second type is mugger crocodile. Mugger crocodile is freshwater crocodile. Okay, it is found only in the river systems, freshwater mugger crocodile. Okay, then we have gharial is critically endangered. This is only found in Chambal River, Chambal Sanctuary also we have in Madhya Pradesh and adjacent parts, no? Chhattisgarh, and also there Chambal River around the tributaries, and also in some rivers. Okay, we are finding the gharial and its presence. It is critically endangered. And what happened is this Indian gharial, which is a critically endangered species, is first time sighted in Great Kaziranga landscape for the third consecutive year. Means we are also finding them in Kaziranga. Now it is only previously thought that it was restricted only to Chambal River and its associated tributaries, but now it has spread to a wider extent, and even in Assam also we can find these things. These are fish eating crocodiles, freshwater crocodiles, to remember. Okay, and then this is most aquatic of all crocodilians, and it never moves from away from the water. You cannot see this away from the water. So as I told you, gharial is critically endangered, mugger freshwater crocodile is vulnerable, saltwater is least concerned. All these three are on CITES Appendix 1 and Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act. Do remember these things. Then we have another thing, as I told you, a frog. Okay, so for the first time we have seen a mushroom. You can see here on the picture a mushroom. Okay, this was grown for the first time, and it was noticed that this growing on a frog, very peculiar type of thing. So you can see mushroom growing on a frog. This happened for the first time. Okay, that is why these type of things can be asked. So when it was discovered means in the Western Ghats. Why Western Ghats are famous means, normally if you don't have any other option and if you want to attempt these type of questions, then try to remember always Western Ghats are famous for reptiles, amphibians, and all. You'll find most of the discoveries related to reptiles, amphibians in this particular Western Ghat region only. Okay, then it was named after his like the person who discovered this is C.R. Narayan Rao. He was a herpetologist who will be studying the reptiles and amphibians. Okay, so the mushroom identified as bonnet mushroom, it is resembling like that, and these are endemic only. These type of frogs are endemic only to the Western Ghats of Karnataka and Kerala, especially in Palghat Gap. Where this is Palghat Gap means it is connecting Coimbatore. Gap means it connects two things. No, Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu is connected with Palakkad. Okay, Palakkad in Kerala. So these two things are connected with this Palghat Gap, and we have Balghat also. Answer in the comment section. Then we have Kesu Nemu. Assam has designated it as the state fruit of Assam. Kazi Nemu you can call. It is a citrus fruit animal only, like plant based thing only. It has its unique aroma and antioxidant properties, because of which it has designated as state fruit of Assam. Medicinal properties are also there, and unique thing is it is available all throughout the year, and many countries are also buying this type of species from the state of Assam. Then we have Nilgiri Tahr. Why this Nilgiri Tahr is so much in news? Because it is being conserved as part of a project launched by Tamil Nadu government. Okay, Project Nilgiri Tahr, like Project Great Indian Bustard, we have seen by the state of Rajasthan. Same way, Project Nilgiri Tahr was launched by Tamil Nadu government to conserve this. Okay, so this is very interesting species because it is only endemic to Western Ghats only in Western Ghats, especially in Shola forests. We have Sholas are this APPSC also they have asked what are Sholas. These are nothing but temperate mountains in the southern parts, like Annamalai and Palini hills they have given. It's the same thing here. So they will be finding their place in Shola, especially in the states of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Mostly they are finding only in these two states. And in Kerala, Eraviculam National Park in Kerala is very famous for this Nilgiri Tahr and its conservation. Okay, so why means Tamil Nadu government has launched the Nilgiri Tahr conservation project, and this is implemented from 2022 to 2027, 5-year time, and this is implemented by Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, Pollution Control Board, and these pollution control boards are established under Water Pollution Prevention Act and also Air Act 1981. So these are the two things which you need to remember. This is 1974 and Water Act 1974 and Air Act 1981. Then October 7th was designated as Nilgiri Tahr Day in the honor of this person who was responsible in studying the species of Nilgiri Tahr. Then its status is endangered on IUCN Red List and Schedule 1 species, and it will be found only in the state clips. That means higher elevations only, and almost 3,122 Nilgiri Tahrs are there in the wild, mostly in Western Ghats, especially in the states of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. You will find this, and it also finds its mention in Sangam literature, and it is designated as state animal of Tamil Nadu. These are the interesting things which you need to know from this perspective. Okay, then we have this is very important from upcoming prelims, be it in UPSC or TSPSC. They're going to ask because for the first time in world we have first melanistic. Melanistic means black. Okay, melanistic tiger safari launched in the state of Odisha. When it is for the first time in world, it will have lot of importance. Okay, in Odisha, especially in Simlipal. Okay, we'll see these things. You can see this is normal tiger, this is white tiger. Okay, white tigers also we'll see sometimes. This golden tiger, recently it was found in Kaziranga. We found first golden color tiger in Kaziranga. So this stripeless tiger we don't find in India. Pseudo melanistic means black. Instead of these light dark ones, more dark black colored lines will be there. And pseudo melanistic white tigers also will be there, but these commonly are not found in India. Now we are going to look into world's first melanistic tiger safari that was launched in Odisha Simlipal Tiger Reserve. Why this is very unique? Because now we need to know Odisha Simlipal Tiger Reserve is only place where we can find this melanistic tiger. So what is melanistic tiger? There is a melanin, which is a pigment which is even present in humans. When we are exposed to sun for long times, okay, then this excessive production of melanin will make us tanned or dark. Okay, so the same thing happens in melanin when it is overproducing in that particular tiger, then it will cause more and more dark spots or darker lines on the tiger. So that will result in the melanistic tiger. So in India, we are finding such melanistic tigers only in Odisha Simlipal Tiger Reserve. So, and Odisha Simlipal Tiger Reserve is like hosting this for the first time world's first melanistic tiger safari also. That is why it is in news. When it is world's first, it will have lot of importance in your exam. So you need to remember Simlipal Tiger Reserve. This is already registered under UNESCO's MAB program, Man and Biosphere program. Okay, so we have 18 biosphere reserves, out of which we have 12 biospheres registered under MAB program, right? So that you have to know. And Simlipal Tiger Reserve is one of the Deccan Peninsula's biogeographic zone. Peninsulars biogeographic zone. Then you also need to remember we have here mixed deciduous forests. Mixed deciduous forest there in Simlipal Tiger Reserve. Very important. You need to know about this. Then we have International Big Cat Alliance. So this is so much important for upcoming prelims or be any exam because in 2022 when we have successfully completed 50 years of Project Tiger, and on that occasion our Prime Minister has launched this International Big Cat Alliance. So this is going to be headquartered in India itself along with International Solar Alliance. We have CDRI, we have Coalition for Disaster Risk in Resilient Infrastructure. We have like this, even with respect to International Big Cat Alliance, also we are going to have headquarters in India itself. So, what are this International Big Cat Alliance means? It is a coalition for conserving 7 big cats. What are those 7? Out of 7, we have 5 there in India and 2 are not there in India. What are those 2? Puma and Jaguar. So these 2 are not there in India. We have 5 no, out of which we have lion, tiger, leopard, snow leopard. We have already seen cheetah. These are the 5 which are there in India out of 7 big cats. Then you need to remember recently even Union Cabinet also has given 150 crore rupees for this for conservation of 7 big cats for 5-year period. It will run up to 2028. Okay, so these are the main things which you need to remember with respect to International Big Cat Alliance. How many range countries are there and how many countries are out of range countries. These things you need to remember. Then let's see the practice question given for prelims in the previous video with reference to India's satellite launch vehicles. First one, PSLV launch vehicles are used for Earth resources monitoring, correct? Earth observation satellites, low Earth orbits, you can say. GSLVs are designed mainly for launching communication satellites. This is also correct. Then second statement, satellites launched by PSLV appear to remain permanently fixed in the same position in the sky as viewed from a particular location on the Earth. This is wrong. They are not placed in geostationary positions. They are placed in polar orbits. This is not true with PSLV. Okay, this is incorrect. Then GSLV Mk3 is a 4-stage launch vehicle with first and third stages having solid rocket and second and fourth having liquid rocket engines. This is also wrong because along with solid liquid, they also have cryogenic engines. CE20, if you have seen, that is also getting developed. So which of the following statements are correct means one only is the answer. Then if you see the practice question given for prelims today, which decade has been designated as the United Nations Decade on Biodiversity? Among the options, choose the correct one and answer in the comment section. Then mains question for practice. What are the main threats for biodiversity? How can the concept of biodiversity hotspots help in conserving the rich, diverse flora and fauna of the country? This is a mains question given for practice. As we have reached at the end of the video, today we have discussed important spaces that were in news for the last 1 year. And with respect to these series, if you want further more such things which are informative and which are useful in your preparation, please let us know in the comment section. We are always there to help you in your preparation. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.